Hopefully justice will be served.
And as you just saw today, as the case against former Hartford police officer Joseph Magnano took its next step, protesters could be heard outside court demanding justice for the victim, Stevie Jones. Magnano is charged with manslaughter in the shooting death of Jones during a mental health crisis call earlier this year. As Fox 61's Alicia Hercules reports, not much happened in court, but there was a lot of activity outside the building.
The case was transferred to Part A court, where the most serious criminal cases are tried. Magnano's court appearance drew outraged protesters both in support of and against the actions he took that led to the death of Stephen Jones.
HPD, what did he say?
Why'd you shoot him 9 times?
Just 3 months after he was charged with manslaughter in the shooting death of Stephen Jones, former officer Joseph Magnano returned to the courtroom. During the brief hearing, Inspector General Elliot Prescott said discovery in the case is ongoing.
I think we're doing well in that regard.
In February, police were called to Blue Hills Avenue, where 55-year-old Stevie Jones was said to be having a mental health crisis. He had cut himself and already had a knife in his hand. When officers arrived, Jones walked to the sidewalk and headed toward them. The officers told him to drop the knife multiple times as they tried to de-escalate the situation.
You're gonna get shot! Drop the knife! Drop the knife!
The Inspector General said Magnano arrived 5 minutes later. He shouted for Jones to drop the knife, then fired 9 shots. Jones died from his injuries days later. Hartford Mayor Arunan Arlampalam fired Magnano in late March. Magnano was later charged with manslaughter in the first degree after the Inspector General ruled his actions were not justified. Protesters waited for Magnano outside the courthouse.
Say his name! Stevie Jones! Say his name! Stevie Jones!
Some followed him down the street chanting Jones's name. Evelise Correa Brown, a member of Black Lives Matter 860, helped organize the protest. She believes the shooting was unnecessary.
This is a man who had cut himself, who was having suicidal ideations, and was dealing with a mental health crisis. He should have gone to the IOL.
That's the Institute of Living, a psychiatric and addiction center in Hartford. Kathleen Walsh runs Blue Lives Matter Connecticut. She says the shooting was totally justified.
He did not want to take a life, but he did because he was afraid his life was going to be lost. He was going to be stabbed. And a cop deserves to protect himself and protect others.
The Hartford Police Union president did not want to speak about the case, but says Magnano has the union's full support. Magnano is expected back in court on September 17th. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.